Hello, George, Vantage Food Forest. We're looking at compost. I turned the compost yesterday. I said we'd do a part two. And that part two, we were going to have a look at it. So I just took some non-chlorinated water, took just a small handful of compost, a tiny little pinch of it, and put it in here. It's not measured. It's not a proportion. It's not 5 to 1. I just do a nice mix. I did this video already. Oh my goodness, I'm going to turn around so you can see in front of us. I did this video already, and I found this rotifer. And then I realized my mic wasn't working, I saw this nematode. We were looking at this Arcella amoeba. And all this is in that compost that I turned yesterday. So it's only a few months old. It's been turned 6 times. It's gotten good and hot all those times. So I've gotten up to that somewhere between 140 and 160. Closer to 140 is always better. But we can see the amount of life in this. We can already see, we're not even looking at the bacteria yet. The bacteria will be the lower end. You can see fungi and fungal spores all over when we zoom in. We see a nice piece of fungal hyphae there. So we know that it's already gone through at least some of that maturing, gone through the bacterial and fungal stage. Now we see more of the protozoa in there. And that's going to be the flagellates, the amoebas that we're going to see when we zoom in. Even above that, we have microarthropods and the nematode that we see here. So there's the nematode. We'll zoom in a little bit. So right now we're at 40x. We're going into 100x. There we can see that fungi real good. Another fungal spore there, I believe. There's that Arcella amoeba we'll have a look at in a minute. More fungi. Something up there. I believe this nematode, he's been moving around the same spot for a while, just tail trapped. The tail shape is going to tell us. It's hard to tell when they're moving, whether it's male or female. And the mouth shape tells us what type it is. It's moving so much for now, I don't know if we can tell either one. We're having a good look at it. Let's go and have a look at that Arcella amoeba. And we'll scan around a little bit. Oh, there's another amoeba over here. Different shaped one. See the mouth on it, on that end. The tester on the outside. It's a testate amoeba. Just down here. Well, let's just have a look at these for a minute. So first the testate amoeba that's right there. A good look at him. Seeing whatever it's feeding on. Looks like the bacteria we can see inside of it. Another fungal spore up here. You see a flagellate down here moving around. We'll have a look at that. The thing that's spinning right there is a flagellate. Another great sign of an aerobic oxygenated compost pile. You know, we didn't have a look at yet was that rotifer. We'll see if we can go find that. But we can also, we're in here real close at 400x. See all the bacterial movement. Right now we're just seeing a lot of cocci, dot-shaped ones, look like little dots. Scroll around, we'll see some more rod-shaped ones, I believe. Both those are good. Both those are signs of aerobic activity. There's a rod there, we'll see it moving. I'll darken it up so you can see a little bit. And we saw that fungi pointed out, so we got the bacteria and fungi in the bottom with the zoom out. Have a look around. We'll go look for that. Ooh, what's that? Is that a different, larger nematode? I believe it is. I don't think that's the same one. We're way out. We're at 40x. That's a great big one. Kind of like a little kid looking through here. All right, let's zoom in on him a little bit. Just a beautiful compost. That's hard to tell who that is. Take a picture of the still shot. Take a still shot of the video. I'm pretty sure it's bacteriophage. I don't see the throat. Hard to tell. Too hard to tell. Anyways, that's a great big one. We'll go back out to 40x, and we'll go find that other one real quick to make sure that I'm not telling stories. Just to the size of this one compared. Where was that? There's an amoeba. I don't think that was the one. Let's see the other one's below it. It is. I'm going to end up mumbling this camera looking for it. I'm going to pause, find it, and come back. This is a completely another nematode, I'm pretty sure. Just turn my camera around, moving around a bunch, looking at other things. But here we can see we're a 40x compared to the other one that was so much larger. We'll zoom in on this real quick just to have a look. Running a lot. Oh, geez, where did I go? I went to 1,000. Oops. Smear that. Lost him by doing that. Let's see. There he is. It is. I'll find out if it's he or she in a minute, maybe. That is a he. Look at more fungal spores in there. Just good looking compost. Good looking compost. We'll go a little closer even yet. See a fungal spore on that, which I believe is another amoeba. And it's watching these and I'm lying, please let us know. Look at all these fungal spores. We knew there'd be a lot. It's a wood chip pile. Of course, we're going to get that fungal component. But usually in that thermophilic stage is more bacterial. We see all around there. Just moving too much to really see, but let's go all the way back out. 40x. Now we do a comparison. I'll pause there and I'll find that other one on 40x. It's close by. It was literally right next to it. So that's the size comparison. We're at the same magnification. So maybe we'll even try and go and find it real quick. You can see this one as compared to this one. Hey, geez, this is just a great looking compost. We're going to have a real compost microscope class here. There goes a rotifer, microarthropod, nematode, fungi. We've seen amoeba. I know it's a very wet pile. We might even see a silly. Let's see if we can get that rotifer really slowed down. You see all that fungal component in there? There it is there in the depths, I believe. Oh no, that's that microarthropod. It's like a spider. That's what it is. It's a small spider, miniature spider. I'm getting excited. Just a great looking compost. There's a flagellate we just saw there, zipping around. Could be a larger bacteria, I don't believe so. I'm going to pause. Maybe we'll just zoom around for a minute and just find some neat things for you to see. Here's more shelled amoeba, testate amoeba. That might have been an old one breaking down. That's definitely one there. We'll go and have a look at that real quick. I don't want to make this video too long. We're already 10 minutes, 8 minutes. We'll look at more fungal spores, another fungal spore. We know that's a wood chip pile. We're going to see that. A good look at testate amoeba. Lots of cocci bacteria around there. Some rod bacteria, fungal spores all over the place. There's good looking stuff here. Not seeing, ooh, what's that? There's a flagellate right there we can see. It's going to have a tail on it, the flagellum. Off the back end, it's kind of hard to make out where the mouse is. Really hard to see. There it is. Kind of looks like a globe. There's different shapes and sizes. What do I want to do? I'm going to pause for a minute and just look around and see what else I can see. Such an interesting pile. Or such an interesting compost. Geez, I barely moved. Another different looking fungal spore with the septate in it. Fungal hyphae. I'm sorry, that's a spore. I believe it's sporulating. I believe this is a fungal. Check me on these. I'm only doing this about a year. I'm self-taught. This is a fungal hyphae. We can see the septa in that. It breaks in it. That's going to be saprophytic fungi, decomposing fungi. Spores, I don't know. There's another spore there. Chance there's a mouth on that, and it's an amoeba. I don't think so. It's a fungal spore. It's not double-ended, so I don't think it's a candida. What else? Where are we? I'm going to pause. Again, barely moved. We can just see the number of fungal spores in there, the amount of bacteria in there. We're not seeing any signs of anaerobic, which would be another type of bacteria, the third type, which is would be moving like a Z movement through there. Another amoeba, and that's going to be a spirilla, sign of anaerobic environment. We're not seeing ciliates. That's going to be that second level above bacteria and fungi and the protozoa, but that would be an anaerobic protozoa, or not a sign of a less oxygen anyway. It's a less oxygen environment. We don't want many of them. They say 3 to 5 per slides, all you really want to see. But as in everything, the edge is where it's at. So maybe if we're seeing a few per slide, then we're getting a whole bunch of other organisms in that slide that we're probably going to want to find. So diversity. Lots of bacteria, lots of fungi, tons of spores, lots of amoebas. We'll pause and then we'll probably stop this shortly. Oh, geez, I've been spinning around talking. I don't think I was recording. What I was saying, if I didn't record, is just we haven't been out of 100x here much. There's just a ton of fungal component here, too. We're seeing the nice fungal. I mean, look at that. There's so much there. There's really nice fungal hyphae with lots of septa in it, lots of breaks in it. Let's go in closer again. Just gonna drag this video on, but such a beautiful, beautiful batch of compost. I believe it's new, it's young. I wouldn't expect to see. There's a lot of life in it for as old as it is. It's only a couple months old. Plenty of diversity in here. I haven't seen anything we really want to see. A lot of these spores I'm really not sure of. If anyone knows more, please comment. Such a diversity of those as well. And we'll just do a scroll before I say goodbye. Just see if we see any more movement. I would like to see that rotifer and have a better look. They're just so neat to look at. I've lost track of where it was at. And, oh, there's a nice flagellate there. Pretty positive. I almost want to go back up where we found that microarthropod. There was so much going on in that area. The whole slide looks good. We'll just scroll around for a moment. Okay. Good looking stuff. And all the way out one more time. We'll look for that rotifer. They're just so neat to see. I think it's up top to the right here. You've been hanging in there. Thanks. Appreciate it. This was just such a neat batch. I was expecting to have a look around and see a few things, but I didn't think it would be this interesting. What I'll call this video. I don't know where it went. Lost track. fungi. Fungi. And then little beautiful cell amoebas. Seeing lots of those around. You see the slides drying up and coming in on itself. Might be a rotifer back there. I'm seeing lots of stuff in there. I think we're seeing nematode. Somebody else over here. That's that microarthropod. There it is. Spider. Help me, I'm melting. Well, I thought that rotifer was around. He might be stuck in this junk too. We'll probably call it a day here. I'm George, Fat Ninja Food Forest. Change is better than a holiday. Start the conversation. Peace.